Make no mistake, the over-governance and disproportionate measures we see today in order to respond to a virus is a case of martial law masquerading as medical law. Measures like standing 1.5 metres away from someone, for God's sake, mandatory mask wearing, limits on visitors to your home, only allowed to leave for certain reasons. This is North Korean stuff. The worst part in New South Wales and federally, the so-called Liberal Party are in government. A political party built on freedom, which should be rejecting totally dictatorial rulings. Now, we've all seen and used these QR codes, the thing you do on your phone to sign in to a venue. This also is George Orwell 1984 stuff. What does Big Brother do with this data? It was implemented as a means to trace those who may have been in contact with someone infected with coronavirus. Again, a virus so bad, you need to be tested to know whether you've got it. And it was Queensland's Chief Health Officer, Dr Jeanette Young, who let the cat out of the bag yesterday when she said, we've had very few deaths due to COVID-19. That's correct. So why are governments being so alarmist? When it comes to QR codes and signing in, we're entitled to ask, what is the government doing with this information? Now, I informed you the other week of the revelations coming out of WA. Over there, police have been accessing the state's coronavirus contact tracing app data to assist in criminal investigations. This is despite Premier McGowan assuring West Australians that the data from the sign-in app would only be used in relation to coronavirus. Well, in New South Wales, this Stalinist sign-in nonsense will go further. Citizens will now be forced to check in to the government whenever they go to work or go out to get a takeaway coffee or groceries. This is martial law. Previously, QR codes have only been recommended, but not required in retail settings. Now they'll be mandatory from July 12. Even schools will need QR codes so teachers and visitors can sign in. This is absurd. Prime Minister, this is not Australia. Where are you? Silent as always. Which leads me to share with you the thought of one wag, the story doing the rounds. What's the difference between Harold Holt and the current Prime Minister? Answer, Harold Holt only went missing once.